Previously on Roleplay Radio.
Griff, have you heard of someone called the Collector? Someone, probably Auric, who collects people. People who are in debt. No one really knows what he looks like. She got information that said he's going to be a guest here, but of course he's not going to be wearing the mask and the top hat.
I do know the Arnezas are in financial difficulty. They might be a potential target for this.
You are walking through these beautiful gardens. You see two children, one of them running around trying to catch a bee.
Oh, hi, what's your name?
Siggy?
Siggy?
Siggy Burninghammer. You want to see my ant farm? This little Leonin girl, she must be like 7 years old. The whole walk, she keeps getting distracted by bugs. She's trying to catch a butterfly. She tries to catch a caterpillar. She's like pulling you like around the palace.
Yeah.
So you're able to see the family apartments.
Shelly asks about every single one.
Oh, she'll tell you. Uncle Bjorn, very strict. Aunt Astrid, very nice. We don't talk about Osric. Over there is cousin Jarek and his new wife Brita. She's not very happy. Over there points to a very dark, shabby-looking apartment. It's like, that's where Uncle Osric used to live.
The one we don't talk
The
about.
one we don't talk about.
So why don't we talk about him?
They say he killed someone. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Pardon me. I'm looking for my wife. She has a tendency to hide from me when she's trying to avoid a conversation.
The last thing I want to do is further embroil myself in your stuff.
Though she sounds like a smart woman.
Oh, you all think you're so clever, aren't you, appealing to Uncle Bjorn? You know it's all charity, right?
Jarek, you should go before you make it worse. In fact, I'll open the door, and I'm gonna put my hands on you.
We're not going to turn you over.
Thanks. Is the chef here yet?
If something is wrong, and you need other people's help...
The only help I need is from your chef.
I mean, chefs can poison food, and that sounds super shady.
I'm counting on you.
If I may.
Oh, hard stop.
I'm gonna go now.
No.
Yes.
Poison how?
I will extend the courtesy and announce tomorrow that the four of you will be honored with the Burninghammer Scholarship. You are welcome.
Is it normal to get your friend who's rich to pay for your stuff?
Shelly, none of what you are going to experience or have experienced here is normal. Just smile and nod. Say as little as possible. Don't overtalk.
One question.
Okay, one question.
You want me to not talk too much?
Yeah.
I'm got it.
Alright, y'all, thank you for coming. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
Is this where we die?
This is where you die.
On American
Tonight,
holy day.
you all die.
The Burninghammer estate suddenly burst into flame.
And
Tonight
by
we're
the-
spending this
You
section...
wake up in a blaze.
Yeah, the name really should have been foreshadowing for us.
A
But
little bit.
Everything's-
Today's session, you will be all rolling new characters.
I have hired fireworks to go off randomly throughout the night because I care about you guys that much and your
Bang.
immersion. Because the Burninghammers have fireworks, of course they do. Has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that we're recording this on 4th of July. It is the day of the Gala. Preparations start bright and early in the morning at sunrise, and people start showing up during breakfast. It is an entire day of festivities. We're going to start with Griff today because, well, you're Griff. You get a knock on the door
Whoa.
early in the morning.
He's in the middle of pumping up his mullet and getting it, like, close to the sides. It's open.
Very quietly, the door opens. Like, purposefully quiet. Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it would appear you have a visitor.
Okay.
He asked me to be discreet.
Is it a Luxodon?
Sir, have they taught you to read minds at school? I'm quite proud of you.
I'm just real good at this, you know.
Perhaps we should move quietly. Your father might wake.
Okay. Let's go.
He takes you on like a half-mile walk behind the Burninghammer mansion. You go through this like nice meadow towards the lake. You know the lake.
Yeah.
You know the lake.
Yeah, the
It's
lake.
the lake.
It's the lake.
On the lake, there's a little private airship. small, just like the one that Bartholomew drives. It is being conducted by a kenku in a like mariner's hat, just like walking around.
The Genku finally got to fly.
Oh,
Yep.
we found a way.
Bless.
Thank you for that. Yep. And of course, you smell pipe smoke, and you see him sitting in the back of his airship.
Puts a big paw claw up, like the big like one-handed dad wave, where you just kind of shake it once. You're like,
He lifts his big elephant stump, and the kenku like lowers a ramp to the dock.
a rampart.
Yeah. That ramp is like art. You know? It's so beautiful. You climb aboard the airship, and Rampart's waiting for you. He's got a little tray of tea, but also liquor. Morning, Burninghammer.
Morning. I see it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, it's a bit early, yes, but today is necessary. Sit.
Takes a seat.
He offers you all he has. You know, tea, liquor. He offers you his pipe if you want it.
What are you having?
All of it.
Oh, I'll start with a cup of tea
Great.
with a little extra elbow grease.
There's another kenku who like is serving the tea for you guys.
How many Kenkus are there?
There's probably like 3 or 4.
Do they just pop up?
Yeah.
A murder of Kenkus.
I'm going to get right to point, Burninghammer. It is too risky otherwise. About a month ago, you invited me to your home. Unexpectedly. I am honored. Feels weird to say, yes? Then I got this, and he hands you a letter. With your family seal on it.
Oh
Oh, no indeed.
no. And he grabs it. Whatever this says, I'm sorry.
It is not your doing. And as you skim through it, it does start with the very condescending, like, we apologize, we cannot accommodate you in our home for the upcoming gala. Your invitation has been canceled, you are not, you know, it's phrased very nicely.
Like a college unacceptance letter.
Pretty much, it's phrased very politely.
Rejection.
But the message is clear. He's not welcome. And it is signed by your father.
Griff gently folds the letter back, returns it.
I admit I didn't know what to do.
And I didn't know that happened. And I didn't necessarily know all the reasons why it happened.
Look, no hard feelings, man. I understand. Families, right?
Fathers.
I wouldn't know. But I'll take your word for it.
When I get back, let's do something.
Like what?
I have no idea. Maybe something in our dorm will come alive and we'll need somebody to stop it out.
Oh, I have never been part of any squad. Except for Dragon's Guard, of course.
Well, we are taking applications. And he pours a bit more booze into his tea.
Are you really? You have dental plan too?
And vision, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, you have, what do you call it, mission statement for F Squad? What is mission statement? Tell me.
Oh, Koss is a lot better at this, but it's something like if you're in trouble and you need some. I can't. We're like solving mysteries and stuff. I don't. Shit.
Is that how you plan to sing at Rose Stage, Burninghammer?
No, I'm not very improv-y.
Oh.
Musically.
Speaking of F Squad, where are they? Should they not be with you at all times, given they are big, important entourage, huh? He gives you the awkward, like, smack in the chest.
Stump up.
Stump.
You know, believe it or not, They are just on the other side of your situation, where they are allowed to stay but barely. And apparently, I can't be seen with them.
You cannot be seen with Suvish. You cannot be seen with F Squad. Who does you not want to see you with?
Probably the upper crust of some echelon. I don't.
So you mean like a Melantor and Arnessa? All those?
Anyone who's not undesirable. In Paul quotes.
Well, I'm sorry. I just came by to visit. I was in the neighborhood. No, I wasn't. I came here long
Yeah,
time.
no, this is a long trip for a neighbor. Yeah,
Yep.
I got that.
But I can, I don't know, stick around. Things get bad in there. Just come have drink in airship. This private lake, no?
That sounds great.
Great. I'll be here.
I like to think the paw air quotes is by extending and retracting the claws.
Ooh,
Yes!
Yeah. Cool, that's nice.
Meanwhile, in the suite, it is bright and early. Guillaume brings in a little breakfast buffet for you guys with a couple of other serves.
Hi, Guillaume.
What?
Long shot here. Any chance that you need help in the kitchen today?
Why? Do you not trust me to make good food for the guests? What are you trying to pull here?
Oh, no, I absolutely trust you. I just thought that it would be more fun for me to help you than to go to this party.
Aren't you one of the scholarship folks?
That would also be less awkward if I could skip it.
Listen, I don't if I had a chance to go to Strixhaven, boy, I would take it. What?
I mean, I'm not turning down the scholarship. I just kind of, thought that I could be a helpful person while they say things about me when, they don't really know any of us.
Fine. But you make one mistake, boy. One, and you're...
You're going to kill me?
No, I'm gonna kick you out of my kitchen, boy, but
Oh, I mean, that's
I'm
fine.
not an animal. That's human sign for I get rid of you, right? So I get rid of you.
Mostly in the permanent sense.
Humans are fucking crazy.
Mistake wants to spend time in the library. Researching lycanthropes, the Burninghammers, trying to get a better sense of who everyone is. She already did a lot of this at Strixhaven, but she's kind of curious if this library has anything different.
You see Halfdan in there, but he's like knocked out, still in the same clothes as the previous night, meaning he spent the night here. And he's reading like true crime. Because I'm going with the vampire tropes, I'm also going to go with some werewolf tropes.
Yeah.
Meaning, it's a full moon tonight, you guys.
What a coincidence!
Oh, good.
She's just trying to prepare. She's pretty sure they don't have a chance. I'm assuming werewolves weak to silver, as is the trope, and we don't have any silvered weapons, so pretty much if we were to fight this guy, we're fucked. Also trying to see if there's any information about secret passageways or the like through the manor.
Roll an investigation check.
21.
21. Okay. You learn about you learn a couple of things. The Burninghammers are, of course, preemptive in case of any natural disasters. There is an underground bunker. There is also a tunnel that leads out to like the meadow. Most of those, they are only accessible through like the Burninghammers' main wing, but there is one way to get to it from this ballroom, and that would be where the kitchens are. You also find out that the kitchens connect to the retiring rooms.
Other than that, she's just doing her best to prepare.
I mean, so Cost has taken the time to make themselves look as presentable as possible in their nicest clothing, done up all fancy. They've even put on some makeup, even though they don't really have to do that.
Tell me
there
more.
are some things that you cannot mimic
Tell me in detail.
So I think that they have basically decided to add unnatural colors to their face. So they can usually mimic different skin tones of different races throughout the world, like the drow dark gray or purples, or like a triton blue, or like tiefling red, for example. But they can't really mix and match so much because the skin tones don't blend like that. So they have gone with their high elf look to make sure that they look as refined as possible, but they have done like a whole rainbow of colors all the way up through their eyes and kind of like up around their ears and down to the cheek as well in no pattern.
Now, does this mean that if you change form, the makeup stays like...
I would believe so.
I love it.
Foreshadow. Eyeshadow.
Yes, eyeshadowing. They are a little bit nervous because they do not know what Shelly is going to be up to right now.
And that is because Shelly hasn't gone to sleep.
Yep.
Again.
They've been spending the whole night trying to speed up the brewing process for their many Ravnican apples. And come morning, they have called it prepared enough and have started consuming them one after another.
Are they still apples at this point?
No.
Booze
Okay.
balls.
Now they are booze balls.
Noon hits. People start to show up in swarms. Carriage after carriage, airship after airship. The entire field in front of the Burninghammer Palace is swarming with these vehicles. Out in the gardens, it's also been decorated overnight very beautifully, with, as I mentioned, the 4 banners of each and every one of you with names. Fireworks are being set up to go off throughout the day. Musicians are showing up, entertainers are showing up, and of course, lots and lots of guests are showing up. Before you know it, the festivities start. Music starts to play, people are socializing, the bar opens, and that is really the big indicator of the party has begun, everyone. Lunch was basically skipped, there are only appetizers in every guest lounge, waiting for the big dinner banquet. And thus we start with the ballroom social hour. Lots of people are looking your way. It's kind of hard to get a little privacy unless you seek it out. People will try to accost you from time to time, make small talk. A lot of the times it's obvious they're not very interested. They're just paying you courtesy because we need to pay our respects, and then once we're seen with these people, then we can go about our way. So there's a lot of that.
Has Gary managed to continue helping in the kitchen at this point, or has he been kicked out?
Well, roll me a cooking utensils check.
He has been kicked out. Gary immediately arrived, turned around too quickly, and knocked over a waiter who was trying to exit and got kicked out.
Whoever let you into any kitchen, boy?
Tolk, the owner of the Bozen Tavern.
Well, he ought to be fired.
I mean, he owns it. I don't think he can be fired. He would be fired by people not going to the tavern and not paying for things, but people pay for a lot of things.
Do me a favor. Give me your apron and get out of my kitchen.
This is my apron.
Well, then get out of my kitchen and go.
Okay.
It has my name embroidered on it.
Do we see Samuel or Brita anywhere?
You can catch Brita here and there with Jarek for most of the afternoon. She looks very unhappy. And a lot of the times, like when Jarek is socializing with a guest, Brita is just like looking out the window or just very obviously wanting to be anywhere but there. Samuel, you don't find any trace of him.
I want to try to talk to her at some point when Jarek isn't there, like if he excused himself to go to the restroom or something. Just wanted to have a very brief chat with her.
I might be able to make that happen. So, Koss, I think, will at some point see that Brita is just kind of like, give me an excuse to leave this guy. Try to find a somewhat secluded corner and turn it into a tabaxi that looks similar to Brita. They will approach Jarek and Brita, and with like this look of wide-eyed recognition, be like, "My stars, is that Brita? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. Get over here."
Hi.
What? Don't you recognize your aunt? And Koss will give like the biggest wink that they can while Rita's in between them and Jarek.
Right! Yes! Aunt
Brunhilde! Aunt
Brunhilde! Yes, of course. Jerry caught that.
May I roll a performance check?
Oh, sure, actually.
Okay, 23. Ooh.
That beats it, okay. Well, wife, are you not going to introduce me to your lovely aunt? Right, Jarek, this is my Aunt Brunhilde of the...
Well, you don't even know your own family name!
Of the Blackwells, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't act like it all the time.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Lots of them don't like talking about me. I think they just don't like me. But hey, let me get a good look at you. Do you mind if I steal away from you for a second? I know I don't want to keep you away from your loving wife for too long. I wouldn't want to stay away from her too long as well, you know?
I suppose it's fine. She's being a bit of a downer anyway. And she just rolls her eyes and walks away with you. Links arms with you to make it up very believable. And you get a lot of smiles your way on watching you sleep.
So anyway, why don't you tell me a little bit more about this guy? I mean, he seems like kind of a jerk, doesn't he?
Well, I will, if you just tell me who you are first.
You met me at dinner, actually. My name is Koss.
Oh. One of Griff's friends.
Yes, it just seemed like he wanted any excuse to leave, so I thought I'd help out.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Listen, can I bring something up?
Sure, yes.
Yeah, your friends are very kind. Okay, I appreciate everything you're doing. You don't need to get involved. It's really okay. I have it handled. Maybe by the end of the night, it won't matter anymore. It won't be your problem. So just you have enough on your plate.
Well, actually, for what it's worth, we have nothing on our plates, really. We're just guests.
Yeah, but...
And it seems like you've got a lot on yours, so if we could help out in any way, just... We're around for doing good stuff. That's what the F-Squad's about.
Okay. You want to help me?
Sure.
Keep Jarek away from, well, just me in general, but especially keep him away from the retirement rooms.
Right, of course. And as this is happening, I think Koss is leading her to like a more secluded area where the rest of the group is.
Cool. Everybody's there. Let's say it's like the gardens. The gardens is like outdoors. There are people around, but it's definitely you can get a private conversation without feeling like you're on the spotlight. The most you see is, of course, kids. But kids being kids. They're like playing in the gardens, and you definitely see Siggy like among them.
Who's the coolest kid?
Siggy. Obviously.
Yeah.
All the other kids are like playing hide and seek and playing tag. Siggy's playing with bugs. Brida's a bit confused as to why you're bringing her here, but she'll gladly come along, grab a drink on the way.
Sorry, I didn't expect you to come all the way over here. No one's listening, pretty sure. I just wanted to double check. Have you heard of this really old play called Nomeo? What was it? Gouliet. Mostly we just want to make sure the ending in real life isn't anything like that one.
I told him not to get involved.
No one's gonna die tonight.
Just because I know that there are more eyes on you than there are on us. If you want us to pass a message along, we can help.
A message, huh? Okay. She looks at Griff. Cousin. Can I call you that? Is that weird?
It's fine. You can call me Griff.
Griff. You have very good friends.
Thank you.
And I don't find many people in your family or family friends that pleasant. No offense.
No, none taken. They're shitty.
Yeah.
They're real shitty. Mom's okay.
So if, say, I were to leave the family unexpectedly, how pissed off would your father be?
Leave how?
She nervously laughs, very loudly for anybody who's nearby to... Sorry, what?
How would you be leaving? Like, in a pine box? Or leaving the rings behind in a shitty note?
I don't know. I'm not taking care of that part.
Who is?
And around then, you hear things toppling over. Oh, shit. And you see Samuel, the tabaxi maintenance guy, picking up a bunch of fireworks that like fell over because he was like trying to gawk into the distance, but he's very clearly looking in your direction. A friend. A very close friend.
Got it.
Special friend.
Special friend.
Okay, already. So this special friend's already in the loop.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That was really my first concern. I've been reading far too many romance stories lately. It's infected my brain and become a problem.
People are very bad at communicating in them.
They really are.
Oh boy. I read a lot of romance too. It really sucks when you have such high expectations for marriage and then suddenly you get stuck with... Sorry.
A burning hammer.
A burning hammer.
I've been calling him Fuckface McGee.
That's pretty funny.
How did you end up married to Jarek?
It was an arranged marriage, wasn't it?
Wow. You do your research, huh?
It's been on both of our minds. We've been writing a play all about that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, arranged marriage, families trying to move on up. And according to my father, who are we to deny charity? She kind of has a moment of silence and she says, when I told my father that I wasn't interested, you know what he said to me? He said, you don't have to love Jarek Burninghammer. You just have to have his child.
Ew. That's gross.
That is very gross.
Gosh, do you have your water skin?
Yes, actually I do. I keep it with me all the time. And Cos will open up the water skin.
Fuck 'em.
Except not. Not in this case.
Not literally, anyway.
In the metaphorical sense.
Yeah, that was the last time I spoke to my dad. And I don't plan to do it again.
That's reasonable, I think.
I'd rather live the rest of my life a serf, married to a serf, than married to someone who does not appreciate who I am.
Is there anything that we can do?
Just keep him away from the retiring rooms. I have to go. They'll be expecting me.
Of course. Yes.
Brita, don't leave any trace of where you might go. Because they'll find you. Otherwise.
Then we'll go very far away.
Good luck.
It was great to meet all of you. Really. It's the first time I say that in any of these galas.
Alright, so if we're keeping Fuckface McGee out of the retiring room, also keep him out of the kitchens. There's a hidden passage between the kitchens and the retiring room.
Oh, you found that one?
I read about it.
Oh, I could show it to you.
If it's going to be a full moon tonight, it kind of seems like the collector's going to want to do his business before the moon comes out.
Unless his business is very bloody.
Unless that's the case, but it seems like a bad idea. It's
Bad business plan.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Burninghammer Manor. There's guards everywhere. Pretty much everything is at least silvered.
Probably.
You guys should probably take a look at this. I think this will point us in the right direction.
We'll lean our heads in, but too fast when we dunk heads.
And yeah, it says, hey Griffling, I said I was looking forward to meeting you. I still am. See you soon. Signed, Oz.
So, what are the chances Uncle Oz is the collector? You know, at this point, I'm kind of okay if the Burninghammers just kill each other off.
Hey!
Not you,
So,
and not Siggy.
following up on the Auric thing, the Arnesses, they're somewhere here. Gary, I think you know Lorraine better than any of us. I guess just see if you can figure out what they're struggling with in more detail.
Well, I know that.
Oh?
It's a gambling debt.
Oh, good.
Oh, that sounds very much collector-y.
Yeah.
Around this time, Siggy actually runs over and tugs on Shelly. What are you wearing? Nothing?
Shelly had clothes made for them, right?
What fancy gala
It's like a
clothes is
kingly
Shelly?
or queenly
So you know
Monarch
how
shawl.
a fancy hat, but it goes on your shell. A giant fancy
Like on
hat.
the in the back here?
I agree. And it ties in the front with like a bow tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
In that case, she just kind of taps Shelly. At first taps the shell, has been tapping it for like 20 seconds, and then finally taps your arm.
Shelly like hiccups a little and then goes, I'm not allowed to talk.
Why?
Because Griff told me I can't talk today.
Griff did? Well, screw him. Come here.
Adult words from the little girl.
Shelly's gonna take a big old swig and say, okay, but just don't tell anyone I'm talking to you, okay?
Okay. Hi, bye. She
Hello. Where are you taking our Shelly?
just for a walk.
Have fun, but try not to be gone too long.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything. And then we'll go away.
Say anything about what? I'm not sure how to take that.
They just mean anything at all?
They have been very quiet today.
I just assumed it was the quiet stage of being drunk.
You know, come to think of it, I've never seen them in that stage of drunk.
Ziggy at first is quiet and is just like waving at people and is pointing people out like, that's my aunt, that's my uncle, that's my cousin. And then eventually we'll say, Shelly, do you have a big box?
What do you need a big box for?
To put something in.
I mean, I am a big box.
I don't, that sounds uncomfortable.
What?
Just come here. She pulls you away from the crowds, deeper into the garden, so much so that it becomes kind of a maze. You know how I said I love bugs?
Yeah. Wait. No one's around.
No one's around.
Oh, you know how hard it is to not say anything?
No, because I always say stuff. Yeah, let it out.
Oh.
Yes. It's so boring.
Sorry,
It's
what?
so boring.
What do you need a fucking box for?
Oh.
Wait, I actually...
That is
well,
1 gold in the swear jar.
Well, oh, yeah.
Gold.
Maybe I'm not...
The fridge, the Burninghammers.
Well, anyways, sorry for cursing in front of you. I was very upset. But, here, and then Shelly will pull out one of their, like, wine glasses and procure a nice, rock the size of the lid and say, will this work?
We need something bigger.
Oh.
Shh, don't tell no one. I found
Can
the
I do
mother of all bugs.
Oh my god. Let me see it.
Okay, but promise me you're not gonna tell my mom?
Yeah, I won't tell your mom.
She pulls you in between some shrubbery where she like dug up a little ditch. And there you see, well, it's hard to tell. It's pink and it's throbbing. And it's about the size of that cat you're touching.
Do I know what it is? 18 plus something. It's a 20.
Yeah, you know what that is. That is a larva that will someday turn into a mage hunter.
Oh.
And she says, very enthusiastically, it's mine. I'm gonna call it Shelly. Now come on, let's go find the box. And she pulls you by the arm.
I think we stab it? Do we stab it? Do we know how to kill this lord?
Shelly's gonna stop her and immediately like behave much more sober and say, no, Siggy.
What?
No, Siggy. No.
What?
That I might have to go back there and I might have to talk, but I'm not gonna tell your mom. Don't worry. I'm just gonna maybe tell Griff.
No.
But
You can't do that. You promised.
Yep, I did. That I did. And Shelly's gonna take another swig.
I thought we were friends.
Yep.
You even said you'd be my new mom. That was weird, but like, you know, I liked it.
Well, I mean, you know, I just thought your mom wasn't around, but
She's not.
Let's just say that I'd rather take care of you than this bug, because that bug is gonna kill us all.
Why? Because it's big.
No. So I've been learning about this at school. Have you ever heard of magic?
The Gathering?
My whole family does magic, yes.
Well, you know that some people don't like magic people?
No.
Yeah, some people just really don't like magic people.
Okay.
And so they just kill all the magic people. That thing grows up into the things that kill all the magic people.
Okay.
Okay, wait. New plan. If I get a box, can I keep it?
I found it. You're just trying to steal my bug.
Well, you see.
No, she runs into the shrub.
With the bug?
With the bug. And you
Shelly's
just hear
gonna
some
try and
rustling.
grab her.
All right, roll me a dexterity check.
Roll for initiative. Fight a child.
15.
Yeah, you grab her. You know what she starts doing? She starts screaming for her life. Like, help! Help me! Help! And a lot of people start to look over at you.
Shelly's gonna start screaming help as well.
That is so good.
Help me!
Help! There's a mage hunter!
All right, we'll go there. We'll go there.
What is happening?
There's a mage hunter. And Shelly's gonna point at the bug.
Oh shit, that's a mage hunter. Sorry, not shit.
One gold in the
Shoot.
swear jar.
Gold?
Yeah, gold.
No!
That is a mage hunter though, so let's deal with that first, and then we'll talk about
That's
how much
mine!
to put in.
It's mine! I
Griff
found
pulls
it.
out a dagger and kills it.
It's completely unfazed.
No. At first, it was just kind of in place, kind of just wriggling a little, not doing much. But then, as soon as Griff stabbed it, it took a little bit of effort. It was surprisingly not as squishy as you thought. Black ooze splatters around your wrist, and you see the larva turn, and at the very end of it, there's just like teeth where the mouth is. And it just does a tiny little shriek, just... and it falls limp and dead.
Griff picks it up and says, I'm sorry. This thing is very dangerous.
Mistake's gonna try and talk to her.
Okay.
Going to kind of like get down to her level and look at her. I'm sorry.
I wasn't doing anything.
The thing is, do you know about some bugs that are very, very poisonous? There are some that, if you just touch them, they could kill you. And some of them look absolutely beautiful. They have all these bright colors on them and lots of fuzz and fur. But touching them at all, and you are dead. Sometimes within minutes. This thing, as much as it didn't look like it was doing anything right now, would grow up into a very large thing that could kill a lot of people. And Ziggy, I want you to know you did a very good thing at finding it. I'm very proud of you for that. And incredibly grateful that you did that.
Okay.
Siggy, would you help us in just patrolling. And if you see something around here, would you let us know?
Like any others of those.
You gonna kill them too?
Only if they're things that might kill you.
Shelly's gonna whisper in her ear.
If you had to make a big commotion, I was just gonna take it in a box and take it home.
Damn it! Oh, now I have to put a gold in the swear jar. Okay.
There's no way that that your family allows a mage hunter to just like naturally grow here, right?
0%.
So somebody put this here.
Yeah.
Can I investigate
Yeah.
the area?
Survival is the tracking skill, if it matters.
Shelly's gonna do it too.
Survival. Do it.
I got a 14.
That's a 2. Mistake has no fucking clue she grew up in a city.
Okay.
Shelly got a 15, not a 14.
Okay. Tracks on the mud and on grass is definitely Shelly's forte. So yeah, you see some very fancy shoes.
Shoe tracks, you mean?
Shoe tracks leading into this shrubbery, and then walking out, and then of course a smaller pair, which is Siggy's, because she found it here. They are male, I would say. I mean, it looks male. They're big feet.
Big feet, no pointy heel.
No pointy heel, like size 9 or 10 at least, if not bigger.
Do they look fresh like Siggy's, or do they look like they've been here a while?
They look fresh.
Here's a question. So I know that animals can track things by scent if they get a sample. And I do happen to know that we have at least one person who can become an animal amongst us. Is that something that you could do?
Shelly's gonna look over at Griff and then whisper to Koss.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Shelly, you're fine. Let's talk, please.
Shelly's going to become... I want to say a turtle. But I don't think turtles...
That is amazing.
Just
And
You didn't specify.
incredible expensive spell.
You didn't specify. All you said was an animal.
something that could sniff things and find tracks.
Okay, yeah, Shelly's gonna become a turtle.
It just looks like Shelly shrinks.
Yeah.
And then starts walking on all fours.
I don't.
Are turtles known for their sense of smell?
I don't think so.
You start hearing clockwork, as well as heels walking your way through one of the stone paths in the gardens. And you hear, well, 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 if it isn't my favorite band of students. It is Captain Dapplewing herself, looking fly as hell. She's wearing a big old gown that is dragging on the ground, black and white like the silver quills, and her hair is very beautifully done. Even though it's very short, she's managed to get like some kind of braids in there, and then some piercings, very beautiful earrings, dangly earrings.
Are we actually your favorite students, or is that sarcasm? Because I can't really tell.
That's because you're not a silver quill, Garrett Grigg.
Well, I'm a first year, I'm not on anything yet.
If you look down, you'll see a turtle on Captain Dapplewing's shoe. Just like giving it like a big old hug, kind of, but it's just the shoe.
Does that Burninghammer child start collecting actual animals now?
Oh no, that's the other member of our little squad.
I rolled insight. And that's a 17 plus 4 from my student die, plus another one.
You read her bullshit. She didn't mean that.
Well, it's nice to see you here as well.
Thank you. I will say I'm quite impressed, both by your attire and the scholarship announcement. Looks like I'll be having the honor of being your captain for another year, huh? Can someone please get Shelly Shell off?
Yes, of course. I'm gonna try to pick Shelly Shell up. I'll just like carry them in my hands.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the Earl apparently sent his regards.
Shelly's going to like hop out of your arms and become a turtle and say, "Hi, Earl."
He's not here.
But that's so exciting. He remembered me.
He did, which is rare. What did you do to him?
Oh, do you mean the button?
The button.
Oh, we didn't do anything. We've just interacted with him a fair number of times.
Shelly's extremely friendly.
Yeah, Shelly's very memorable. What'd you say?
She found a button on the ground, one of the little pins,
Sure.
and offered it to the Earl. He was touched because nobody ever gives
Sure.
him gifts.
Absolutely. I quite understand. Just maybe try not to get into any trouble while we're here. I'm not necessarily at liberty to discipline you, but...
Did you see the dead mage hunter?
What?
Oh, you said not to get in any trouble. We killed the trouble.
Step aside. Did you actually still have it there? Did you take it away? I forgot.
Don't think we
No,
took
it's
it
just
away.
there.
No, Griff picked it up.
I'd like to believe that I still kind of have it by the nape of its neck.
And it's just oozing from the stab wound.
Oh, darlings. Trouble does follow you everywhere. Bury that, maybe? Let's not attract too much attention.
Is it edible?
No.
Ooh, gross.
Very much so not.
It looked kind of like a bug steak.
Can
Yes.
we extract the venom from it?
Probably not.
Is that a should or could?
It's an I don't know. That's not my area of expertise.
Well, it seems worth it to then at least try to extract the venom. It's not hurting anyone right now.
Do what you will, but don't let other people see it.
So,
Dapplewing does walk away.
You know,
With
we're
her- with her owl.
while you do that, maybe the rest of us will make sure we're not all entirely gone from things.
Yes, maybe a wolf or like a warthog.
And Shelly's gonna become the biggest warthog you've ever seen.
Alright,
Great.
ladies.
Could you possibly help us find? Okay.
So Gary's not gonna immediately follow Warthog Shelly, because he doesn't really want to carry around this larva husk. I would like to try to use my improvised alchemist tools to just remove the venom glands from this larva.
Out in the garden?
Yeah, out in the garden.
Griff will hold it and present it belly side up.
Not great. It's a 13.
You cut, and immediately squirt of black ooze all over your sleeve. Essentially, you succeed. You were able to get the venom glands out, but now you're dirty. With some very questionable stuff.
Just the sleeve?
Just the sleeve and
which
on
one?
your hands. The left side, I guess.
Since it's so close to the party, Griff looks at Gary's sleeve, looks at his own sleeve, and because it's a left arm, that's where his scales are. And we can say that the arm wasn't cut properly.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ripped off his arm sleeve, and then he'll rip off Gary's sleeve. And be like, no more sting.
Oh, well, this is a style.
We're gonna make it a thing.
As the social hour comes to a close, it is announced that the banquet shall begin soon.
Before we go back, Griff's gonna look at Gary's. Oh, it is kind of weird with one arm.
Should we do both arms?
Yeah.
Gary attempts to pull off his own, and he's like, nope, okay, that's just stuck.
All right, brace yourself. Just rips off the sleeve, and then Griff rips off the other one. Now they look like they're in the 80s going to the prom.
Mistake is waiting right outside the ballroom, trying to keep an eye on the boar, but also keep an eye on them, and decided, I'm standing out here like I'm just getting air. Seems reasonable.
And there's Cos chasing after
Chasing
the boar
after
from
the
within the bar.
boar. So when she sees these two coming with no sleeves, she's like, did you get into a fist fight?
With each other, and I don't look completely beat up.
That's why I'm really confused. Why do you...
The real story is less cool.
What actually happened though?
Incore spray.
On your clothes?
Mm-hmm.
So they got dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And you decided to tear the arms off.
Griff did.
Griff, are you familiar with a cantrip called prestidigitation?
I don't have that, so no.
I do.
Well, you want to protest to digitize?
Do we still have the sleeves with us?
I can't... You need mending for that.
I have mending.
So if you want your sleeves, you can mend it back and I can prestidigitate it clean.
Meanwhile,
He's gonna call Bart.
Problem solving.
immediately shows up. Yes, sir.
I was trying to be helpful again, and I did something unhelpful. And he shows him his arms.
Sir.
We need some mending and some prestidigitation.
No, mistaken, I have that covered.
If you just get the sleeves.
I shall go with you. He's very visibly nervous.
Okay.
The original sleeves buried with the mage.
I do think that. So you're able to dig up the sleeves. And as you're doing so, Bartholomew says, Sir, I just wanted to warn you. Banquet begins in 30 minutes, which means in 15. Your father is going to ask your entourage to say a few words. For gratitude for the scholarship. In front of everyone.
And he wanted me to know this when?
Well, 10
You've
minutes.
seen them. Some of them don't talk very good.
I am aware, sir. I'm quite frightened myself.
Can I talk for them?
You're certainly expected to talk at first, but
What?
then they have to say a few words each.
Oh,
To be honest, I don't know if I should be there. I might faint.
You need to be there.
I need to be there.
You gotta be there. I need you there.
Sir, I haven't taken a day off in 10 years. Is it too late to request one now? Sorry, that's too much.
No. But no, you can't take a day off. I need you.
Right. Okay, fair enough. In that case, I need you, sir.
Oh.
I need your help. There seems to be all kinds of conspirations here. Beginning with this. And he pulls out a quick note. He's like, someone's asked me to book a last-minute secret carriage. Maybe airship ride out of here at the end of the night. Passage for 2. I cannot, in good name, ask any of the guests. But do you happen to know where there might be an airship waiting nearby? That might be able to transport 2 people discreetly.
Griff is going to shake his head yes while saying no, but also winking, just in case anyone else may be around. No, I couldn't tell you where one is.
All right. Very well. What should I tell him?
Party for 2. This would be a great way of getting even with my dad, if you took these 2 out. I mean, away.
I was getting worried there for a second. He says,
Take out
second thing.
Yeah?
I was told to give you this.
How many things do you have?
2.
Okay. More?
He hands you a note. And that note, it is sealed with wax. So Bartholomew did not look at it. A guest gave me this. Said, wanted to speak to you. I just assumed it had to do something with maybe career opportunities, I don't know.
Do you remember what they looked like?
Generic man in
Height? Weight?
about
Clothing?
6'2", he had a beard, red. I don't remember much else other than...
He opens the letter.
The letter reads, Hey Griffling. Study. Period. Come along. Period. Signed Oz.
Griff doesn't tell Bart about the letter, but just kind of considers it, does his thing. Bart, make sure that you keep with your sending stone.
Always. I am at your beck and call tonight.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us again this week. This episode was recorded in Watertown, Massachusetts, also known as the traditional land of the Pecasset and Nanantam peoples. I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of the talented musicians that helped bring this podcast to life with their amazing music. We've provided a link to their web pages in the description. I would also like to thank our talented players, Tyler Rubin, Amelia Markopoulos, Rin Garnett, Michael Yang, and Nikki Aguilar-Thompson. This story would not be the same without their wonderful creativity. I've been your host and DM, Alex Aguilar-Thompson, and I hope to see you here again next week for another episode of Roleplay Radio.
Excuse me, let me through, please. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to chase after that, boy. Shelly, you can stop now.
I love it. That's great.
And then they're gonna sniff out if they can sniff the tracks.
You can follow the tracks very easily.
Well, I'm smelling them. I'm trying to sniff if I can. Okay.
Yeah, you catch a scent, all right. It is a very particular perfume. Lavender's my go-to.
It's a
for
Ravnican
everything.
apple.
And cinnamon.
Ooh, cinnamon.
Ravnican apples and cinnamon. It is right there, right at the little ditch where the mage hunter larva was found. It leads to the ballroom. And that's exactly the problem, that once you get to the ballroom, there's food everywhere, and there's like all kinds of perfumes mixing together because everybody downed half a bottle of cologne on themselves.
Not to mention, the fact that
Did a warthog just fucking waltz up to the property and sniff it around?
That's what's happening.
Did you not make him make Shelly roll stealth?
I don't think you're
I think a lot of people are like, the fuck?
There are plenty of people.
I didn't know you invited the boars.
But here's the thing. With a family as important and influential as the Burninghammers, how is any guest going to fucking question it? They're like, oh, this is quite exotic. I've never been to a fancy party with a boar before.
It's the pig.
It's the pig! Oh
the
no!
pig, there it
The
is.
entertainers are gonna think it's one of theirs. How did you get loose?
As the doors open and the warthog enters the ballroom, the pig looks up from its station and you hear the swell from the Romeo and Juliet overture.
Oh no, this is just like the skunk and the cat. Oh.